Imagine building a chatbot, but it forgot everything you just said. Every question felt like a first question. Sound useless, right? That's exactly what happened if you don't understand messages in LangChain. So in this video, I'm going to show you how messages work, why they are important, and how they turn basic model into powerful conversational AI. Hey everyone, welcome back. If you are learning LangChain or building a AI apps, this is one concept you absolutely must understand. By the end of this video, you will know what messages are, different messages types, when to use them, and how to use them in real code. Let's get started. In normal programming, you do something like this model.invoke, and then you can pass some string value inside that. Sub command also there. So this is a simple input output done. But here is the problem. There is a no memory, no conversation, no context. Now think about ChatGPT. You ask a question, then a follow up, and it still remember what you said earlier. That's because it used messages. In LangChain, instead of sending a single string, you send a list of messages. Each message equal to one step in the conversation, and together they form the entire chat history. Think of messages like a WhatsApp chat. You send a message, the other person replies, and the conversation continue. LangChain just structure this in a smart way so AI can understand it. Now let's break down what's inside the messages. Every message has a three parts: role, content, metadata. Role, who is speaking, is system, user, assistance. This is very important because the model behave differently based on the role. Content, what is being said, usually text, but it can also be a image, audio, files. So yes, LangChain supports multi-model input too. Metadata, this is the extra information like message ID, token uses, tool calls. You don't always need it, but it's super useful in real world app. If you understand these three things, you understand messages. Now let's talk about different type of messages in LangChain. System message. This is the most powerful one. It tells the model how to behave. For example, you are a helpful assistant. You are a strict coding teacher. These are the rule we define to the our model. This message sets the tone for everything. Human message. This is the user input. Every time a user types something, it become a human message. AI message. This is the modern response. Whatever the AI generates, text, structure data, become an AI message. Tool message. This one is advanced. If your model uses tools like API, databases, calculators, the result come back as a tool message. So now model knows who said what happened before, and what to do next. That's why conversation feel natural. Now here's something beginner often get confused about: text prompt, message prompt. Text prompt, this is fine, but only for simple task. Use it when one question, no memory, or quick output you want. Message prompt, here you define system message, human message, this kind of message. Now let's move on to the coding part. First, we'll start by creating .env file to securely store our OpenAI API key. Open your project folder in your code editor. In a root directory, create a new file and name it .env. Make sure the file starts with a dot. Now open this file and add a following line. Open API key, your API key here. Replace asterisk with your actual OpenAI key and save the file. Next, let's load this environment file into our application. We import load.env, find.env from .env. Then we use find.env to automatically load our .env file. We store its path a variable called env underscore path. After that, we call load underscore dot env. This load all environment variable into our program, making the API key available for use. If you run this cell, it will return true. Now it's time to initialize our AI model. We import init underscore chat model from LangChain. Then we create our model using GPT underscore 4.1. So we are loading this GPT 4.1 in this environment. We store this inside the model variable. To test it, we send a simple prompt using model.envoke. Here we are passing what is AI. Now the response will store in text underscore response. So here you can see if you run this cell, here we get the response in AI message format because the response written by the AI model, so it's stored in AI messages. Here we have different parameters. Inside the content, we have a actual response output and additional parameter something. Now let's move to the structure conversation using message. We import human message, AI message, system message from the messages. First, we create a system message to define behavior like you are a helpful assistant. Then we create a human message with a question. We combine them into a list and pass this list into a model. And if you run this cell, it will return AI message, similar like previous one. But the content is different in the parameter values is also different. Next, we simulate a conversation. We manually create AI message and append it to a list. This build a conversation history. When we send the updated list back to the model, it responds with the awareness of the previous message. If you run this cell, it will respond with the corresponding to the previous messages. Now let's handle multiple user. We create a two human message, one from Alice and one from the John. We also assign name and unique ID. When we send both messages together, the model generates a response consider both input. So if you run this cell, you can get you can see the content like hello Alice and John. So model replies the both human messages. Finally, there another format of for message using dictionaries. We define role like system, user, assistant. For example, we set the system as you are a poetry expert. Then we ask the model to write haiku about spring. We even provide a partial assistant response to guide it. When we invoke the model with this structure, it continues the response naturally. And that's it. You have now learned how to securely store our API key, load environment variable, initialize a model, and build a powerful context-aware conversation using LangChain. So here's your takeaway. Messages are the backbone of LangChain. System set the rules, user give input, AI respond. If you understand this, you are already ahead of most beginners. In the next video, we will look at how chat model actually process these messages. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in next one.